Yo, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we're going to be talking all things Spider-Man, and especially the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man series, as we break down this new rumor that's just come out about Spider-Man 4. And yes, I said Spider-Man 4, not Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4, but Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 4. Let's get into this. But first, before we get into that, if you are new around here and you do enjoy all types of Spider-Man content, that includes news, gaming, fan fictions, and all kind of good stuff like that, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and make sure to hit the bell next to the subscribe button to not miss any more of the content. As soon as it goes out, you can be one of the first ones to watch the videos. And also, with that being said, hopefully you all had a great new year and you all had a great holiday. But it's back on the grind now. It's January 3rd. This is my first video of the year. Let's go. Let's start with a bang, and let's start with this first rumor of the year. Now, this rumor comes from industry insider Daniel Rickman, and he has said that apparently Spider-Man 4 will be happening, but it won't be Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4. If you guys did remember, quite a while ago there was a rumor that Tom Holland would be getting 2 more trilogies after the current MCU trilogy he has now, making a total of 9 films by the end of Tom Holland's Spider-Man career. Now, whether you believe that one or not, I can quite clearly see Tom Holland getting way more movies than Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire ever did in their Spider-Man careers, as Sony and Marvel are kind of bouncing back with the Spider-Man content, and I see Tom Holland being on the younger side and still being younger than Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were when they did their first Spider-Man movies, suggests to me that they're going to be sticking with Holland for a very, very long time. So with that being said, at first glance, this rumor would be very plausible if it was talking about MCU Spider-Man 4 or a Spider-Man 4 starring Tom Holland in that version of the Spider-Man character. But however, this rumor suggests that it won't be Tom Holland that will appear in Spider-Man 4, but in fact this Spider-Man 4 will focus on the Sam Raimi franchise and will include Tobey Maguire coming back to finish off the Spider-Man series and round out the series with Sam Raimi directing. Now, obviously, at first glance, this looks very, very unlikely to happen since Tobey Maguire is very much older and most of the cast are older as well, and the last movie that came out in that series was 2007 with Spider-Man 3, and that's why a Spider-Man 4 with Tom Holland looks ever more likely. Heck, even an Amazing Spider-Man 3 with Andrew Garfield looks even more likely than a Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire and the original cast. Now let's break down the evidence. Let's see what evidence there is to suggest that this rumor could be true. Now, once again, take everything I say with an absolute grain of salt. I am just trying to piece together bits of evidence from this rumor. It's almost like working backwards. We're not gathering the evidence to come to a conclusion. We have a conclusion from a rumor, and then we're just trying to see what evidence there could be. So like I did say, take it with a grain of salt. Now, there are 3 pieces of big evidence that suggest that this could actually be true. And the first bit of evidence I want to put out there is that this was actually already a rumor. If you guys remember a couple of months ago, around October, November time, when all those rumors for Spider-Man 3 started flooding the gates in, you guys remember that TASM 3 and Spider-Man 4 were actually being rumored to be made alongside Spider-Man 3 of the MCU. There was actually a rumor that Sony was going to go ahead with making TASM 3 the finale to the TASM franchise and Spider-Man 4 the finale to the Raimi franchise, and then having them all tied together in one Spider-Verse movie after MCU Spider-Man 3. That was actually a rumor. It never came to fruition and no one ever talked about it ever again, but it was a rumor. So that's not really a big piece of evidence, but Spider-Man 4 has already been rumored before. Keep that in mind. The next piece of evidence is going off all the rumors and all the info and all the sources that we've got so far about MCU Spider-Man 3 and the live-action Spider-Verse that they seem to be doing. It seems that it's going to be very likely we're going to get some version of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield coming back to reprise their roles as those characters from those respective franchises in the TASM franchise and the Sam Raimi Spider-Man franchise as well. So we're most likely going to be seeing 2 more Spider-Men come back as well as Holland in Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. So it's not out the realm of possibility that Tobey Maguire could show up as Spider-Man down the line at some point, whether it's this year in MCU Spider-Man 3 in 2021 or it's in a different year, maybe with Spider-Man 4 or a live-action Spider-Verse film. Once again, take that with a grain of salt, but it's a possibility. If he's already showing up again, he could show up for another film. We never know. And the last piece of big evidence, and everyone will be shouting this at me, is the fact that Sam Raimi is confirmed to be directing Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and Sam Raimi is obviously the director of the original Spider-Man franchise, and we've got to keep this in mind, the fact that Doctor Strange will also show up in MCU Spider-Man 3. He might not have a big role, but Doctor Strange will have connections to MCU Spider-Man 3, which was also confirmed by Kevin Feige. He said that WandaVision, Spider-Man 3, and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness will all connect together in some way or form to the multiverse. Put that evidence along with the fact that Sam Raimi directed the original Spider-Man trilogy, put that along with all the rumors that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire are going to be coming back for MCU Spider-Man 3 as well, and possibly Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and then the fact that Spider-Man 4 has been rumored to being made doesn't seem all that unlikely or all that stupid once you really think about it. Spider-Man 4 could be being made. How? We don't know. Could it be live action? Could it heck even be animated, as we know that Sony is delving into the animated film side of the Spider-Man character? We don't know. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Do you think that Spider-Man 4 could actually be being made? I'm going to go with no. I know I just made this video suggesting why this could be true, putting all the evidence together, but at the end of the day, I really don't think all the actors and all the cast, all the crew will come back for Spider-Man 4. I don't think it's worth it. I think they can sell tickets and they can sell the fans if they just put Tobey Maguire in a Spider-Man film that's not his. I reckon if Tobey is in MCU Spider-Man 3, he's going to sell all the fans. He doesn't have to have his own movie, and plus Spider-Man 3 was a good send-off. As much as it wasn't the best out of the trilogy, Spider-Man 3 was a pretty good ending for the character nonetheless, so they don't really need to make a Spider-Man 4. All they really need to do is just bring Tobey back for that one solid appearance or cameo, which it looks like they're going to be doing anyway. So I don't really think this is true. I think all the evidence suggesting Tobey coming back is true, because obviously we know, we've seen all the rumors, we've seen the set photos, we've seen Sam Raimi directing Doctor Strange and the multiverse and all that kind of good stuff. You guys know how it is. But with that being said, tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think this rumor is true? Do you think there could be a Spider-Man 4, or do you agree with me and not think that this is true? With that being said, once again, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you want to, hit the bell if you want to get updated on all the news and all the rumors. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.